Hi guys, and welcome to your very own Tech and More. Hope you guys are doing awesome. So, have you ever encountered a situation wherein your manager or your lead said that, you know what, send out status reports daily or DSRs daily via email, and you felt that okay, you know what, I've done a lot of work. I know the pointers, but I lack a basic framework or a basic template. If I have that template, things will be very easy for me. So, if that has been the problem for you, look no further. You have this video. In this video, I'm going to share a detailed template which will include the two CC subject, email body, and the salutation. So you can simply use this template as a source of idea for your status reports email, and I think your problem will be solved. And guys, one thing, whatever you see on the screen right now, this entire document, don't worry about just entering it manually. I'm going to share the link to this document in the video description so you can go and have a look at it later on. So just focus on this video for now. Just be with me for 5-7 minutes. This won't take a lot of time because it's usually it's mainly the document and template. But yes, just have a look at it and then you can use it as per your requirement. Cool. Let's start. Before doing that, the standard dialogue, as I always say, which is important for me to say. If you like the content, please share and subscribe. Keeps us motivated. So let's start. This is the template for software developers that you can use. First of all, that is the two recipients will be your project manager, your reporting manager, your dev lead, and the team lead. So these people are usually in your two recipient list. It might change project to project or company to company, but yes, commonly these folks are to be added to the two recipient. Then for CC, the fellow developers, the fellow QA engineers, the fellow BAs or product owners and that matter, and any other folks. So guys, a note to you. Everything that I'm sharing here, treat it as a framework or more as a template. Of course, every organization works differently. So you have to take this more as an idea of how the template or how the email should look like. And then you discuss with your peers or maybe your leads or managers and follow or add on the practices being followed in your organization. Cool. So this is 2NCC recipients. There's a note here. I'll quickly tell you the meaning of it. This basically says that in some organizations or in maximum organizations, some direct lists or direct email lists are configured. So what does this mean? See, every time you going ahead and copy pasting the names or email ID of every person is a little tricky, or I would not say tricky, is a little manual. So the organizations prepare a group of folks, let's say the group of developers working on that project, and you simply need to go and input that particular list name, and all the people in that group will be emailed directly. So if in your organization ask for that DL list, if it exists, it will make your life very easier, right? So this is all about the recipients. Now the email subject will be the project name, the sprint number, and the overall status. So the project name could be, I mean, whatever your project name is for that matter, an SAP implementation or the client name implementation. The project name will be on your Jira tickets and everything. You can confirm it from your manager. The second part will be sprint number or date. So maybe it's a sprint 3 or sprint 2, or maybe your sprint goes by dates. So you know what I'm saying. And the overall status, that is the status values could be green, yellow, or red. The intent of putting this data in subject is you'll be sharing this email with a lot of people. Some of them will be leaders which have multiple projects to oversee. So see, it doesn't make sense for them to open each and every email. Practically saying, theoretically, yes, they should, but practically it doesn't happen because they have a lot of other things in their plate. So if you provide this subject, they will get an idea, okay, that if it's green, overall everything is working fine. If it's red, something is bad. I need to open the email and see, right? So in a way, you're helping your leaders to save time. And trust me, this creates a very good recognition for you in the organization because when you make others' life easy, they appreciate you. It's as simple as that. Then talking about email body. I'm sorry, talking about email body. So it's the standard one. Hi team, please find the daily status update for the project name. So here you have to mention your project name. And then there will be a couple of sections. The two sections will be mandatory. The first of which is tasks completed today. So as a developer, you'll have to tell that, okay, from morning till evening, I have completed all these tasks. It could be, as an example, I implemented n number of features or enhancements for this feature or this module. Let's say I implemented 5 features for billing module as an example. Then the second point would be you fixed n number of bugs or x number of bugs which were identified by the testing team. The third will be conducted code reviews and merged pull request. This, you know what I'm talking about. I think, apart from, I mean, I think all these pointers can go every day in your email, just the values need to change. That too only for the first and second pointer. The third, fourth, and fifth and sixth pointer can go as it is every day because there are no numbers per se. The next pointer could be participated in daily stand-ups. Fair enough. Collaborated with QA and resolved defects. Fair enough. Can go every day. Updated documentation and technical design documents. It all depends if you did or not, but you can simply copy and paste it. So I am giving you a template by which you can, I mean, 80% of your work is already done. You just need to copy and paste and start using this template. Of course, the numbers and the feature names will change according to the requirement or the project. Then the next section, the mandatory one, I'll just mention here as, oh, my bad, mandatory. And this is also a mandatory section. Cool. So, which says tasks planned for tomorrow. So, the first one is continue development on so and so feature. Second pointer will be work on remaining bug fixes and enhancements. Fair enough. Third is perform unit and integration testing if you're planning to do so. Then some repeated pointers which can go, which is participate in sprint planning review retrospective if applicable. As the name suggests, it says that if it is applicable, then only include it. Then some more point that you can include is collaborate with QA and DevOps on deployment readiness, refactor and optimize the code based on review feedback. These pointers are there to help you. Of course, you need not blindly copy paste them. If you're working on these pointers, you can add or remove them. The idea is that usually as a developer, you're going to work on all these tasks, give and take. So they can be of big help to you. Then the next sections is something that you need not fill in data every time. Of course, you mention these sections, you'll mention blockers, risks, right? But it is more of an optional thing. If any means optional. So in this particular section, what goes here, we'll go list any blockers affecting development. I mean, let's suppose if there are dependencies or any technical issues or anything. Then the next section is additional notes and comments, which says if you feel that you have, there are some observations, or maybe you feel that something related to UAT or security testing is going on. Anything, any notes that you want to share will go under this section. So, folks, blockers and additional notes section. These two you will mention the heading, but if there's nothing, you can simply write which is NA, something like that, right? But yes, I would suggest that always include these sections because you'll build a very good practice of sharing a proper template and just mention NA if there's nothing in that. Then in the end, I'm sorry, in the end, you will mention it as status summary. So that basically talks about the summary of the entire thing that you have written above. As an example, it will say development is progressing as planned with 80% of the features completed and 3 critical bugs are under investigation. All in all, yes, you have shared all the details above, but overall, you can share a one-line summary that will tell the other person who does not have the time to read the entire email. And trust me, maximum people do not read the entire email. So your subject line and your status summary should be as clear and as crisp as possible. Then you, of course, the salutation, best regards, and everything, right? So this is your template. Let's quickly go and have a look at the sample that I created using this template. So first of all, subject. Let me zoom it a little bit. It says Tech and More SF implementation. This is the project name. Then sprint 3, sprint number, and then the status. It's a greens coded project. Then hi team, please find this daily status update for so and so project, right? So herein I say that, I'll just copy and paste it from here for now to give you a better idea. That is why I did not update some values here. So it'll be, please find the status update for this project, right? And then tasks completed today would be, you can say implemented 4 features for, let's say, billing module as an example. Then you would say fixed 5 bugs, okay? And then conducted code reviews. This is the same. This I just copy pasted from the template here, which is somewhere here. I just copy pasted it. Then the next one is tasks planned for tomorrow. So continue development on, maybe if you're going to continue working on the billing module, so you'll write it here as continue billing or working on the billing module. It depends upon your project in your module. Just giving an example. Then work on remaining bug fixes and enhancements, but perform unit 10 integration testing will go as it is. Just copy and paste it from the template here. And let's suppose maybe you're not going to be participating in the sprint planning tomorrow, so you can remove it from here as well. And maybe you're not going to perform unit integration testing, you can remove it from here. The intent is that do not blindly copy paste. I'm saying again and again, take this more as a inspiration. The point is that the things that we have written here, the pointers that we have written here are going to be very much common to all the developers. You are working in any tech stacks. That's why we have written them here. But of course, if you feel that, okay, I need to change it or I need to add or subtract, feel free to do that. Then the next section, that is blockers or risks. So one example could be, I said, access to the deployment tool, that is Gerrit is blocked, a support ticket has been raised. So you just sort of telling that, okay, until unless this is not done, I'll not be able to start the deployment. So this is a risk or a blocker. Next section would be additional notes or comments, which says we're in the process of fixing defects in the backlog. So you're sort of giving an FYI that, okay, we do have some time. So we have started the fixing of defects in the backlog. Then in overall, the status summary is development is progressing as planned with 40% of the features completed and 2 critical bugs are under investigation. So one-liner summary of the entire thing written above is this. It depends upon you. Some folks like to add status summary to the end, so people somehow read something. And if you don't want to do that, maybe you can include it in the starting here. But I would personally suggest that add status summary in the end, because let folks read something. But yes, if your manager or if your lead says otherwise, go ahead and do it, because every company works in a different way. And then of course at the end there is best regards and the salutations. So yeah, that's all. I hope that this template is helpful to you, and you go ahead and you use this template in your project. If you want any other such content or videos, please feel free to comment and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. I hope that this template is helpful to you, and